Hi, my name is Joanne Fennell. I have a little shop called Island Living in the Merrion Centre in Dublin 4 and I stock the Autentico range. What I want to do today is show you how to use Craquelure. It'll allow you to create a kind of a fine line crackled effect on your piece, and it'll just make it look a little bit more aged. So what you do is, what I have here is just a board, just a bit of skirting board for the demo here. So if you apply, say, 2 coats of vintage paint to your piece, I've just added a little bit of decoupage to it. And what you do is Craquelure, it's a 2-step process. What we're going to do is, first of all, use step 1. So what you do is just give it a generous coat of step 1 Craquelure. Just apply that on. Now when it goes on, it looks white. Don't worry about that. It'll clear as it's drying. What you need to do then is put that aside. That could take maybe 15 minutes, maybe 15 minutes up to 45 minutes, maybe an hour to dry. So you just put that aside and let it dry for a little while. What you do then is, these one I made earlier. This one has been drying for a little while. Now what you'll notice is that it's a little bit sticky to touch. Don't worry about that, that's perfectly normal, but it will be a little bit sticky, but don't worry about that, that's part of it. So what you do then is go to step 2, and again very generously apply a coat of step 2 on. So just again a generous coat over step 2. And then what you do is put that aside and leave that again for maybe 15 minutes up to an hour to dry. Now what I have here is one that, as that's, oh yeah, sorry, forgot to mention, as that's drying, what you should notice are the crackles coming through on it. And what I have here is one that has been drying. And if you can see here, I don't know if you can see here with the camera, there's some very, very fine crackles on that. So what you need to do to define those cracks is to use a dark wax. Use a darker wax if you want a stronger definition. Now I use just a lint-free cloth. Just rub it into your wax. So what you'll notice as you work the dark wax into the piece with like a lint-free cloth, you'll notice the lines coming through. If you go with a darker wax, you'll get a much stronger definition. You can use maybe a white wax if you wanted something more subtle, but it gives you those fine crackled lines, which is perfect if you want something to look a little bit older, a little bit aged. Thank you.